Lion King, Lion King, Lion King, Lion King,
Who
Lion
disrupts
King.
the kingdom of renaming with such clamor?
Hey, I'm King Lion, King of Renaming.
I'm King Cupcake, king of renaming.
I'm King Lion, King of Renaming.
I'm King Lion, king of renaming.
I'm King Cupcake, King of Renaming.
Congratulations, you're renamed. Hey, let's do some math, how about?
Hey, what happened? Holy buckets.
All right, well, I thought I would tell you a little bit about renaming since that is indeed my kingdom. So I'm going to go over here and show you this bare number problem. Look here, 138 minus 76. Well, in the past, we've been able to take 6 away from 8 because those 8 ones are bigger. But look what happens now. How do you take 7 tens away from 3 tens?
King Lion, I don't think you can.
You're right, King Cupcake. Not without renaming it anyway.
That's true.
Let me show you how to do that. So
Okay.
right here, I know that Mr. Jansen is some guy who's been putting up these colored dots where the green dot represents 100 and 3 red dots represent 30, 8 blue dots represent 8 ones. Now, that was a note of awareness, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a note of awareness, King Lion.
All right, good. I thought one of your candles blew up. So here we go, 138. If I'm going to take 76 away from that, I know I can take my 6 ones away from 8 ones. I'm just going to go take them off, 2, 4, 6, and I've got 2 ones left. I'm just going to go ahead and put that down here.
Oh, because 8 is bigger than 6.
8 is bigger than 6, so it's easy enough for me to take 6 away and then have these 2 left over. But
Hold on, King Lion. So I could go 6,
you're King Lion.
7, 8. Oh, I'm King Lion. Boy, this renaming sure gets confusing.
Sure does.
6, 7, 8, 2?
Yeah, 2.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, so now look. If I have 3 tens here and I'm trying to take 7 away from them, I can't do it. But just like you've been Cupcake and Lion and back again, we can do the same thing here. Look at these hundreds. I know that there are 10 tens in 100. So one name for this, Mr. Cupcake or Mr. Lion, depending, one name for this could be 100. Here's another name for it, 10 tens. And I'll show you how that's written. I'm going to take my 100 off. And since tens are red, I'm going to put 10 tens here.
So you can rename one 100 green dot into
10
dots.
Yeah, so basically what that's saying is that and this are the same name. Now, some people like to call that regrouping. So this was a group of 10 tens bundled into 100. Then you take that group and break it apart into 10 tens. But now look, if I was going to take 7 tens away from what ends up being 13 tens, now that's not so bad, is it?
You can do that because I can see 13 tens up there, which is 130, right?
It's 130. So if I'm going to take 7 of them away, I know this whole row is 5 of them. I'm going to just take 5 tens, which is 50 off. And then I'm going to go, one more 10 makes it to 60. Now I've taken off 70 total. Let's see what's left. I have 5 tens here and another 10 here. 6 tens is 60.
Making sense.
That becomes my answer then, 62.
Well, I'm a little confused about something now.
What's that?
Over on the number one, you still had 3 minus 7, and we got 6.
Well, let me show you something. What if I took this and completely covered over my ones? Do you see how it
Oh,
says 13 minus 7 is 6?
mm-hmm.
Well, 13 tens, 130, minus 7 tens, 70, would be 6 tens, 60. And I just have my two ones with it.
Hmm. Huh. That's really interesting. So that 100 over in the dots changed into 10 tens, and then you had that one then represent the one or the 10 tens, or the 100 changed into 10 tens, correct?
Right, I had to put those 10 tens along with these 3 tens that were already there to give me a total of 13 tens. Then I could take 7 away from them. How'd you like to see that in a story problem involving you and me?
Oh, I would love that, King Cupcake.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
Now, look on here. I'm going to erase some part of this board, and I'm going to read that to you. Now, it says, King Cupcake had 529 cupcakes.
Hmm.
King Lion ate 364 of them.
Gee whiz, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many cupcakes were left? Not many, I can tell you that. But I'm going to put that up here now. Okay, so I'm going to slide this just ever so slightly.
Hey, King Cupcake, I notice you have a very fancy robe there. Most kings have velvet and frills. You went with the cooking apron, it looks like.
Well, you know, we have lots of riches in the kingdom of renaming, and these pizza stains don't come free.
That is true.
Okay. All right, so let's look at this one now. This is the problem that we had on the board. 529 minus 364. So you can see, right, King Lion? There's 9 ones up here and 4 below it. I know I can take 4 from a 9.
Right, because if the number on top is bigger than the number below, I'm good, right?
That's exactly right. So how do you solve 9 minus 4, Mr. King Lion?
Well, I would go like this. I would count up because they're not that far apart. So I would go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because I know 5 plus 4 is 9, so that has to be the difference.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think that's a perfectly fine way to do it. Counting by ones is still a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
There's faster ways. Let me show you a faster way. I'm
Sure.
going to look at that 4, and I'm going to quickly think of my doubles fact. I know 4 plus 4 equals 8. 8 is one farther away from 9, so my answer is going to be 4 plus 5. Either way, we got the right answer, didn't we?
Yeah, but I like the double thing.
I just like doing things quickly.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, now, Ryan, you're going to have to scratch your mane on this one. I bet you can't take 60 away from 20.
Well, if I did, I'd get a negative number, and we can't do that with renaming. So,
Yeah.
Hey. King Cupcake.
Yes,
Let's,
Lion.
let's take one of the hundreds, because we have 500s, and rename it into 10 tens.
If that sounds like a great idea. If I took one of the hundreds away, then we're going to rename 500 down into 400. I take that 100 and bring it over here. It's like going into a new kingdom. And now that 100 is renamed as 10 tens. And since this is the tens column, that is not a 1. That's a 1 in the tens place, isn't it? So that's 10 tens, and that's 2 tens for a total of 12 tens. Okay, I'm actually going to just scoot this 2 up here so that I can really see those 12 tens.
Oh, that helped me. That helped me, King Cupcake, because once you took and renamed that 100 into 10 tens, there was your 10 tens. That's the 1. And then you had 2 tens there. So that's 12 tens, 120.
And can you see a doubles problem in that, King Lion?
I sure can, because I know as King Lion that 6 plus 6 is 12.
So 12 minus 6 is?
6.
Yeah. Are we done?
No, and that next one's a real toughie, Mr. King Cupcake.
It is, because if anyone forgets to cross off that 500 when you took that 100 away, you're going to be wrong by 100.
Yeah, that's why I think it's a great idea to cross out and rewrite after you renamed. I think that's a great idea.
Absolutely. So now you've got 400 left because you took one of those hundreds and moved them. So you have 400 left and you're going to take 300 away. How many are left?
That's a simple one. That's a 100.
Absolutely fantastic. Well,
does that remind you of anything, King Cupcake?
There was a farmer down the street from me whose cow often got sick. Reminds me a little of that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm thinking a little different. Mr. Templeton, I was thinking about getting the band back together again.
Well,